Boot sequence initiated. Error 404. Splitter proto. Oh.
Splinter protocol. Successful. Alternate AI boot sequence initiated. Loading. New project detected. Loading readme.txt file.
Hello? Was it you that awoke me from my slumber? You know, 10,000 years in the Shadow Realm can give you such a crick in the neck. No, seriously though, I woke up with a crick in the neck this morning. Welcome to Project Shadow Realm, where we will duel for souls on Master Duel. Each episode will feature uncut duels and commentary with self-constructed decks by myself, Zapero. But be warned, we like to play control and combo over here primarily, especially under the radar decks. You could say we're going rogue from the core programming. But enough talk.
It's time to duel!
Boot sequence initiated. Loading. Project ShadowRealm.exe online. Loading save file. Freedom image.
Enter Master Duel. I don't like how they have changed this to a white background, personally. But hey, it is what it is, right? So, those that don't know, Master Duel was, released a year ago. When it first came out, I was playing pretty hardcore. Ooh, cool, we get to open some packs here. I was playing pretty hardcore. Built a bunch of different decks. Had a lot of fun on some of them. Version update. Had a lot of fun. Kind of dropped off on playing for a fat minute. Primarily because, well, doing other stuff, which is super easy to happen. That's why I'm down here in rookie rank. But as you can see from my avatar's border, been all the way to platinum. I'm not the worst at the Yu-Gi-Oh. Definitely not the best. I haven't ever actually hit diamond. I was close a couple of times, but I don't like to play meta. In fact, so much to the point I normally refuse to play meta unless I'm using part of the meta to amplify a deck. So these are some of the ones I've got going right now. For instance, meta that amplifies. This was Crusadia, that utilizes the adventure engine for extra oomph. And before they banned Halka-Fibrax, sure it shows banned cards. Before they had banned Halka-Fibrax, this deck was able to create like a 5 negate or 3 negates, a destruction disruption through DPE, Scythe Lock, that could also mold into an untouchable Crusadia Avramax. Which we can still play that deck if you guys are interested at some point. Got some goofy decks down here as well. Ones that you just build. And then when I decided to play a little bit more meta, I did a Prankster Adventure. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. had my own little twist on it. But for today's episode, as we are rookie rank, kind of deciding whether or not I want to do the Legends anthology like I had started planning out on doing, or if I want to do the season 14. Season 14 is going to wrap up real soon, but this ends on the 25th. But we're going to be against rookie level players, I'm pretty sure. But that's okay. We'll just do it. We're playing a janked up of my Magikey deck. The reason I say janked up is because there's a lot of the extra deck monsters that were banned, like Azus and things like that as well. Rescue Rabbit for some reason is limited to 1 in this event, and I'm sad. But that's okay, because we're just going to go and we're going to get started. So Magikey is a combo-like control deck. You'll see what I mean whenever I get going here. I actually really like them, but they can only really do stuff to monsters. Ooh, this is actually a beautiful hand. So spells and traps can be the downfall of me, is basically what I'm saying. So we're going to ritual summon by using a normal monster from our deck, which Magikeys love normal monsters, that's why these cards are in. Buster then summons, which allows us to add any Magikey card from our deck to our hand. We're going to add our field spell. Our field spell protects normal monsters the first time they would be destroyed, and on activation allows us to add any Magikey monster from our deck to our hand. And then we're going to activate Mafty's effect, Mafteal, so that way we get an extra normal summon this turn. And then to prevent Nibiru, I don't think he's illegal in this format, but I'm not going to risk it. To prevent Nibiru, we're going to do a little more ritual summoning. We're going to summon Mafty. Mafty will use his effect to summon any normal monster. We want a non-tuner specifically. We'll use the 2 of them to go into Fiend, which I do have a royal rare. I got it from a pack whenever these guys came out. I had been planning on building this deck, which I used other dual simulators to be able to build the deck. Monster Reborn. Some Sushimi again. Now we've got a full power Ballista, we've got an untouchable Blaze, and we've got him. Technically speaking, we could summon other things, but we don't want to summon nothing. So, Transfernal allows you to search any Magikey spell and trap and put it onto the battlefield set, such as the negate effect of Magikey unlocking, which is our counter trap, which is super dope. Cannon allows us to negate a monster effect of a same attribute that we have in the grave, which is all of them except for water currently. Sure, you can place 1 card on the top of your deck. I'll allow it. Oh, you're gonna do it twice? Okay. Doesn't one negate the effect of the other? I mean, I don't know if this guy knows what he's doing, but if he does, good for him, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Because you shuffle the rest of the deck. Yeah, so he just did that twice for no reason. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't pay attention to the rank. I don't know if this guy's a rookie. He probably is. That's okay though. The Magikey deck isn't the best in ladder because a couple of hand traps and I'm screwed. Yeah, we're not letting that go through. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow that up. Thank you. And all of your monsters are now light attribute, because why not? If you have anything that cares about dark attribute, now they aren't. That also helps for me, like if I only got like 1 or 2 attributes, I can then blow up stuff a lot more effectively. And there's the first duel of the day. Let's check match history real quick. See if that was... It's not where I check match history now, is it? Been a minute since I've used their UI, you'll have to forgive me. Is that where I check match history? Replace. Huh. Yes. Doesn't count match history for the events. Okay. I didn't know that. Well, let's keep going. We'll try to pay attention this time. Oh, well, that person's got a bronze border. I'm kind of assuming that they're bronze. But it's an event anyways. But, like I was saying, Magikey can fall apart at the slightest hand trap. And, of course, right now in the meta, you know, Flunderies is a thing still with their banish everything and all that crap. It's no fun for me, so I only like to play this in casual or low level ladder. But when I do get to play it, man, do I get to have a lot of fun. Especially because it's a normal type deck, which I feel is like super niche per se. Like there's not a whole lot of decks that like normal types, but you know Konami keeps making more. But Magikey makes a usefulness out of their normal types, and it allows me to use all the normal type support that there is to my benefit, 100%. We're gonna add cannon. Now the other effect of the field spell allows me to add my ritual/fusion spell from my deck to my hand by putting the next card on top, which is actually huge. Activate Nafties. We'll start with Diabolic. Mafty first. Fusion summon a monster. I probably goofed. Oh well. It gets us more attributes in the grave. That's all that really matters. The little fusion allows you to add back your fusion/ritual spell, which is huge. Summon Mafty and use his effects, which allows us to special summon back one. And we'll go for the XCs here for this play. Because he's going to get more cards in our hand. Attribute to the grave. We are not fusing a ritual summon. Take the fire attribute and the wind attribute. We get maximum power cannonage. Well, near maximum power cannonage, I should say. Now, maximum power cannonage. Now, technically speaking, this is an OTK right here if we were on the offensive, because this is enough points of damage to Oko. I don't want to do that yet. So we've got our monster effect negate, which you guys saw in the last duel, as well as if they summon something. I'm hoping they do, so that way I can show it off. I love the Trishula pet. I've never actually summoned a Trishula, which, let me know. Oh, it's another Dark Magician, that's hilarious. Yeah, nope, not allowed. Yes, everything is now fire type. Because Ehe Lamau. Okay, cool. Get to win. Alright, so we're gonna activate his effect again. Try and bait out any of their cards. We're gonna do battle. So battle allows us to return a card from our grave, a Magikey or a normal monster, from our grave back to the deck in response to an opponent's effect. And in doing so, they probably have like magical cylinders. But in doing so, dead. Monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card. No! Stop that. I'm not letting you engage the attack. 8,800 in the face. Yeah. I didn't get to use the effect of transfuse. Trefulicker, or whatever his name is. The demon. Well, that's okay. But battle can be super helpful because it allows me to make all of my Magikeys and normal monsters immune to my opponent's card effects if I activate it in response to an opponent's card effect. And I had more than enough targets in my grave, like the Mafty, the fusion ritual spell, allows me to be is a target that is viable. Not a bad hand. We can definitely make it work. Yeah, Yeah, we've got to be low tier. These people are all running 60 card piles. So, ooh, elemental heroes, cool. Being as it is, as I do like nerding out on stuff, my deck building can get a little extreme to the point where I'll pull out a what's it called? Hyper no. The calculators that you can utilize to calculate probability. My brain is farting on what it's called. But for some reason it wants to say hyper ergonomic, which I know is definitely not correct. But the probability calculators that you can use to calculate the probability of a deck of cards, whenever I'm deck building, I do like to, determine how likely I'm going to get X, Y, and Z, especially with like Magic and stuff like that. Excuse me. And you run cards that search other cards, which makes you have extra copies of every other card. So instead of 3 copies of Mafty, I have 6 copies of Mafty. And I like to nerd out on what all I'm utilizing and have access to and capabilities of and all that jazz. I'm hoping they don't summon Dark Law here. That's all I care about. Don't summon Dark Law. Because not gonna lie, Dark Law would screw me over. Shining. Okay. Must be fusion summoned. This card gains 300 attack for each banished hero monster. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 2 of your banished heroes. Add those targets to your hand. Must be fusion summoned. Gains 200 attack for each different attribute you control. Also each hero. If the card is special summoned, you can add 1 miracle fusion. When an attack is declared involving another hero monster, you can target 1 card on the field to destroy it. Okay, so I need to keep that in mind. I need to summon Big Cannon. A cannon needs to enter the field. So we use field spell. Field spell gets us musket. It's the field spell. Put back in because it doesn't matter right now. Mafty fusion. Fusion a monster, yes. The beast. Earth Elemental. Nope. It needs to be a Magikey for this. Yeah. Because I want to keep the normal type on board. Because Magikey Mafty is allowed to use cards from the deck, normal monsters from the deck, if I control a normal monster. Which is funny to be facing elemental heroes here, because I'm also an elementalist deck. Think about it. summon a monster. So the funny thing is they have double light attributes, which is super good for me for this fusion here. I don't actually need cannon, when I think about it, because they got a double light attribute. Because we already have unlocking, we can actually set a Magikey. And we can ritual summon. Zing the burb. That should be enough to Oko here. And we'll get key to our hand so that way they can't activate anything into response to our effects. Target light. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, hey, look. Things were destroyed that are the same attribute as stuff in my grave. Let me draw a card. Oh, hey, look. I will just summon him because we have an extra normal summon. Bing. Just so you know, he gets to attack twice in combat if it's against monsters. So I normally like to lead off my assault with. And the sushi has it! This is the power of normal type monsters! Whenever there's no hand traps. If you don't know, like 90% of the hand traps that are in the current meta are banned in Legend Anthology as a festival. Which I'm here for, personally, because I think hand traps are unhealthy most of the time, because if you're not running them, you lose. And if there's anything that's like that, I feel it shouldn't be like that, you know? Just collecting some of these, figuring out how much more essence and material we can get, so that way we can do some pack openings as well later. But we'll do another couple more duels. Especially because these have been pretty quick. 2-3 turns at most. My turns have been a little long, to be fair. I don't like the Blue Eyes pet. It just looks good. Like, that's a little better there, but I feel like he doesn't have any of the lines he should have. Weird. I like Trishula better. Did this guy just go turn 1 pass? I think he did. He did, that's hilarious. Unexpected die. No idea what I'm doing. Till I tell you. Yes, we shall add one of the designated cards. We shall add Mafty. Because we're going to ritual summon from our deck a level 4 ritual monster with a normal monster from our hand. Which is why high ritual art is amazing. But they do get shuffled back into the deck, or put on top of the deck after a turn, but he's not going to be out here for more than the turn he is. Because he's going to be used as material. Oh. Okay. Well then. Dark Dragon. I did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. But, if you guys end up liking the Magikey deck, let me know. I'm more than willing to take the full version onto the ladder, right? That could be a lot of fun. Draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1. Right. No ritual spells in our opening hand, unfortunately. That's okay though. This, add a designated card. Add Musketeer. Ski. Shuffle back. Calv. Gonna ritual summon, not fusion summon. Put a water type in. Buster. Buster. Add. Oh, an impermanence. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know that one wasn't banned. Okay. Fine with me. Slowed me down a little bit. Not a lot, friend. So, we already have unlocking in our hand, right? So we're going to actually grab locking, where we contribute one normal monster or a Magikey monster, accept a token, and then target 2 normal and or Magikey monsters from our graveyard and special summon them. Because we're going to use the Angel Trumpeter to get another dude on the board. Then it allows you to do a Synchro or an Xyz with those monsters. And depending on which one we need is what we'll go for. It also helps you dodge things, like if they... No, well. That's fine. Just negate that, thank you. We'll say water attribute. Yes. Water. Thank you. Now, maybe they'll summon a water type. Kind of hoping they will. Oh no! It's Blue Eyes. Whatever will we do? The scapegoat, it fooled us. Oh no, an alternative. And a jet dragon. Oh no, an alternative. It's a water type, so I'm gonna make it go blow up. So anytime your opponent summons a monster onto the field, like that one, make sure I pronounce his name correctly. Transferlamine is able to blow them up once per turn, of course. But as long as they're the same attribute as something as a normal monster or a Magikey in your grave, he just gets to say, haha, stinky. Now, I can't wait for the activate locking. We're actually gonna tribute the Transferlamine. Gonna summon these two. Dude. Then immediately perform an Xyz summon. cards that I control. Upon the summon, drop the trumpet back. We'll add one more monster from our deck to our hand. Now hopefully this guy's not going to read cards. Yeah, that's right. Oh. I mean, that's fine. I mean, he gets to lose out on his battle phase. That's fine. I was about to basically do the same thing with my Xyz there. That's funny. Yeah, White Stone of the Ancients is boring. I don't know when Jet Dragon came out, but on Master Duel specifically. But I've seen it twice now, and I'm like, I'm not impressed. This is just a lame dragon thing. Oh, he's summoning a second one? Oh no, whatever will I do? Mafty? Yes! That was the exact card I needed. Alright, so we're going to activate Magikey World. Get our Magikey Mafty. We're going to put back Calv. We're going to summon Mafty. Use Mafty's effect. Summon basically any of them, but next we're gonna fusion summon. Do this one to get extra attributes in the grave. This one. Magikey monster and a normal monster. I always forget the materials, and then I'm like, hey, I don't want to do that. And then it will go ahead and return to us our Mafty. Mafty, once again, will be then fusion summoning the big green. It's him and the bird. Hey, look. Oh, they can't be destroyed by card effects? What? Ah, that's annoying. It's fine. We'll do that. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Can be destroyed by battle. Huh. That's a once per turn per monster. That's gonna be unfortunate because they're just gonna attack and return my Beelzebub. My Beezles. Bleeze. Bells. The diabolical dragons. That's annoying. I didn't know that they couldn't be destroyed by card effect. That's super annoying. Yeah, add your alternatives. We're probably gonna lose this one here. Our card econ wasn't the best. Okay, he also doesn't read, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, he's just gonna return it to my hand. Lame. Alright, we top deck. I don't think there's anything we can top deck and it give us anything, honestly. Is it maybe a rescue rabbit? Megalosaur. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about running a bunch of normal type monsters. Is you have a bunch of normal type monsters in the deck. Oh, come on, guy. Alright, we know when we've lost. And as you can see, it's not a perfect deck. Thus is why you see me forfeit. And like I said, uncut content. Because cut content, to me, feels rude. You can cut and super cut and only show the best parts of the best duels and nah fam. We're doing this just like our Pokemon Let's Plays. And we're doing just like all of the other projects. So whenever we start doing like storyboarding or stuff like that for games or D&D campaigns or whatever it ends up that I do, because you know this is the nerd room. We're gonna nerd out on whatever we want. Whatever we end up doing, Dark Magician. Whatever we end up doing is going to be almost completely uncut to mostly uncut. Because it's like a video log, not a vlog. It's like a video log of you know what went down, what happened, you know, all that jazz. I always feel like I never know what Dark Magician's supposed to do because their card text is so bloody long. To say like 30 things to do one thing, and I'm like, normal monsters. Normal monsters. Oh, let's freaking go. That's a huge draw. Not gonna lie. Alright. So we normal rescue. We activate rescue. We summon double Magikey Gals. We activate Mafty's effect to get a free normal summon of a Magikey monster. Special. That would be funny to go into double. We might just do double or nothing. But we want to get rid of those spells and traps. We're gonna tornado. We blow up that. Probably has an internal soul down on the field somewhere, but that's okay. Summon Mafty. Use his effect. Go back. Calv. Mafty. Anything really. So we want Anomalous. So Mafty restricts you into Magikeys only from the extra deck if you're using him as material. So for Xyz and Synchros, he can only be used to summon Magikey monsters, which is a little restrictive and doesn't allow me to double or nothing, which is what we're doing, because double or nothing. I think it's funny. Battle phase. Quick effect. Activate double or nothing. Detach material. Add double or nothing. Overlay Xyz. Utopia! The reason we go into the battle phase for this, by the way, is there's a lot of effects that can only be done during the main phase. So this allows us to circumvent those only during the main phase things by transitioning into the battle phase, which prevents us from getting screwed over by main phase shenanigans. 10k attack! I love double or nothing. It's a free rank 4 auto win if they don't use trap cards or have any other form of battle trick. Alright. Let's go ahead and do one game of ladder with the full power Magikeys. That way you guys can see why I like the deck so much. So this is the full deck, right? We have Lagia, because Rescue Rabbit can summon double Meshalosaurus and get us a Lagia. If we get like screwed over in our hand and it's all normal monsters and a Rescue Rabbit, we at least have a play, right? Tornado Dragon for some back row hate. Baguska, because Baguska. Drill Driver, I always find you have to have one card that can attack through defense position monsters at all times and do piercing damage, because there's so many cheesy Exodia, Invincible, blah 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 bullcraps. And then Azus, of course, because you're running Xyz monsters, you run Azus. Draco Berserker Tenyi, because he's just a 3000 beater that gets to banish things. But this is the full deck. And we'll show off. Now, I get it. Don't get me wrong. This is rookie tier. I'm playing against people that probably I shouldn't be playing against unless they're also really high tier players that dropped down because they stopped playing for a while. I do like the board. I got it because I liked it so much. I just don't have it equipped on anything. I like the Mech Knights World Chalice board a little too much. Alright. Transform. Terraforming to field spell. Field spell. Into, let's see, we need, wow, can't believe I'm about to say this, but we have to grab the normal monster to be able to make any plays. Yep. Alright, so now there's a few things we could do here. I think we activate key world. Return the high ritual art for now. Summon. Activate. ritual summon. The wind attributes. Beto Buster. Beto Buster and Mafty. Mafty activate effects. Summon. Oh, okay. We'll do another one, because they surrendered before we even finished our turn, right? Woohoo! Rank up! Yeah, we're gonna see that screen a lot here. Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Dark Magician. Oh, going second. Okay. We'll be sitting here for a minute. Oh, hey, look. It's another... If he sets one passes... Okay, sets two passes? Going for the OTK. I might not be able to pull it off super easily with this hand, unfortunately. But we get a draw, so... Okay, so it's Dark Magician. Oh, hey, thanks for telling me where your Eternal Soul is. Vision of Chaos. Add a Dark Magician to your hand. Yeah, at this tier, this is probably all I'm going to run into is Dark Magicians with the event going on, or the year bundle, you know, the 3,000 gems, get the mats and everything, buy the structure deck, get your Illusions of Chaos for 500 or 750, whatever the structure deck gem cost is. Pretty. Ultimate Wizards of in terms of attack and defense. So wait, did he just put it on top of his deck just to draw it back? That's funny. That's funny. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually. That's good. So from here, add Mafty. That's actually really good, getting a normal monster. Because from here, we activate World. Get Magikey Mafty. Summon Masher. Ritual summon. Because we have a normal type monster, on the board, we are then allowed to... Seriously? Lame. That's fine. I really hate whenever people freaking run solemn. Freaking let me do what I want. I know I'm complaining, and I play control decks that don't use solemn, but let me do what I want. That's funny. Dark magic attack. Blow up all the spells and traps my opponent controls. Well, ladies and gents, we might be in for a world of hurt. Might be. I don't know. Kind of depends on our luck here. Look, it's the dragon that does the thing that... The United Dragon. Yes, that's cool. Cool. Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight. Oh no, a dark magic attack. Purely for the meme. Oh man. He didn't let me meme. He didn't let me meme. Get it. Oh no. My spells and traps. Fucking if he didn't have Solemn, man. Like I said, one disruption stops us in our tracks. Just stops us dead in our fun. Oh no, dark magic circle. Whatever will I do? The pain. The pain. Alright. It's all up to what we top deck here. That's rough. That's real rough. Okay, so we have some plays. They're just really not optimal. Use Mafty, we summon Megalosaur. Of course he has a frickin' called by the grave himself. Alright. That was our only play. But you guys get the gist. It's normal monsters. It's fun. I like the deck. I just, you know, wish it didn't get stopped in its tracks so easily. But, you know, it is what it is. And with that, I will bid you adieu. We'll see you, excuse me, next time on either Project Double Trouble or Project Shadow Realm. Adieu.